Motor Speedway here tonight, getting ready to go green once again. Again, it's Bill Stringfellow on top of the board right now in qualifying. Again, qualifying currently underway here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin, all the guys that are involved here at the time as we get ready to go green flag racing here in a moment. Again, green flag racing coming right up here tonight from Indy. We're getting ready to go green race later on here. Rock and roll here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway here tonight. Again, it will be 80 laps here for the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. We get ready to roll to green in a moment. Again, qualifying wrapping up right now in this one. Again, in the chase here for the NASCAR ButtKicker iRacing Cup Series, and get ready to rock and roll this out here in just a moment. Again, qualifying underway as we speak here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We continue to get ready for tonight's race. Again, what will be 80 laps from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway tonight. Should be a lot of fun and action-packed as we get ready to go green flag racing here in just a moment. So everybody getting ready to rock and roll, and we'll take a look at the points going in tonight here in just a moment. Again, get ready to rock and roll what is going to be 80 laps here this evening for the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. So as we all get ready to go in the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series, and again, it's going to be Indianapolis Motor Speedway playing host here tonight. Probably going to be a fuel mileage race, most likely, if we know anything about Indy. Right now, coming in at the top of the board, Eric Garrison leading the points by 3 over Derek M. Garrison, and you look at that margin, 2 points behind the leader. Garrison and Garrison. Kendra right now is tied for second. So those three kind of separating themselves out. It's Dakota Camper 10 points out. So Alexander Hendra needs to have a good run here tonight, along with both of the Garrisons, to hang on to that point lead system. What should be a lot of fun here when we get ready to rock and roll it to the end of this one. And again, as we get ready to roll, everybody is going to have to watch what they're doing here tonight to get this to work out properly for them. And you come into this playoffs thinking to yourself, you know, you've got to have a good run. You take a look at Derek M. Garrison, who had a very good hit, shall we say, in the regular season. Now coming in for the first time behind in the playoff points. Keep that in mind as we get ready to go racing here tonight, and everyone else as well. So they're going to line them up on the front straightaway, and we'll get ready to bring them to green here, and we'll bring you back to the racetrack as we're ready to go racing here tonight. Stringfellow taking hold of the pole here. Everybody going to fall in line, and you got to take a look. Stringfellow out front in the chase. Derek M. Garrison, Chris Schooler, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin, Dakota Camper back there as well. You see the way they'll line up on the left side of your screen here with Dave right there in the 39 as well. Hendry back there in 9th. Not going to be the greatest starting spot for Hendry back there in P9 tonight. He's going to have to work his way forward And again, today at Indy, it's going to be a lot of drafting down the straightaways. It's going to kind of play dividends here tonight from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Keep in mind it's Stringfellow out front, Garrison in second here for the start of this race. And that number 8 that's been so strong throughout the year now has to come in here and take advantage during the playoffs as well. You cannot have an oopsie daisy in these playoffs the way it's set up here. Keep that in mind. You cannot do that. That oopsie daisy mentality has to be out the window. And these guys getting ready to go racing here from Indianapolis for this 80 lap affair. And we are now pacing and underway, getting ready to roll. On pole, there's his outside. He'll be strong here. Justin Day, Chris Fuller, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Cody Camper, and Alexander Indra trying to take advantage there in that number 29 Camo Colored machine. And again, it's going to be 180 laps here tonight. Cody Camper back there. James Dunning, Jamie Dunning, and Dakota Camper. Alexander Hendra, Steve Woodard. You see the red placard on some of these cars indicating that they are in the chase here for the playoffs. You got Joe DeSantos back here getting ready to roll. Everybody getting ready to roll. And you take a look at the lowest chase driver, Robert, back there in the 11. So we're going to get ready to fire it off with Stringfellow, your leader. Behind him, Derek M. Garrison. And what does Derek M. Garrison have to do? Well, pretty simple. Minimize your mistakes. Don't make it. It's going to be a long race here tonight from Indianapolis. You really can't afford to make a mistake because we check out some of the onboards. Derek M. Garrison, Bill Stringfellow, Chris Schooler, all up front. Getting ready to go. James Justin Day, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Eric Garrison back here as well. Current here. He needs to get up there. What about Dakota Camper and David Lee Dunning? Well, it's all getting ready to go. For what is going to be 8 laps of chaos around Indianapolis. We're out of turn 4. We're going to get ready to put the flag in, and here we go. Pace car down. Green flag flies. Stringfellow, Garrison, Schooler, your top 3 as we go in Indianapolis. Field comes to the green, and here we go. Lap number 1. The light is underway. We've got to take care of these cars for all 80 laps here tonight as we fight through 1 and 2. Great battle up front between Stringfellow and Garrison already opening up this opening lap. Stringfellow going to get clear halfway down the back straightaway here. And these guys have to perform here tonight with Stringfellow, Garrison up front. Guys really need to perform here tonight. Keep cars underneath of them. Garrison top side of Stringfellow right now. Great battle up front of the field for now. And look at Garrison putting the pressure to the back bumper of Stringfellow. No surprise there. As they battle halfway down the back front straightaway here, Stringfellow will not lead lap number 1. Give it to Garrison on the top lane. Garrison trying to motor around Stringfellow right here. Back true to form for Garrison again, coming off of Daytona, which was a wild card race. Garrison right now in a great spot with Bill Stringfellow on the bottom. And you can't be shocked, right? You just absolutely cannot be shocked after the season that Stringfellow has had, that he would have this type of start to this race for Garrison the race lead, and you cannot be remotely surprised at that. I think everybody here knows he's going to be a threat throughout this playoff system. And right now he leads, so give it to Garrison out front. Stringfellow drops to second. Car on pit road early. One car down pit road early on, back out onto the racetrack. Not sure what was happening there, but it's Garrison, Stringfellow, your top 2. For Garrison, Stringfellow, your top 2. Speedway. And again, folks, Garrison, the winningest driver this year, out front right now. No, whoa, sorry about that, guys. No major surprise there. as we continue to run right now. 3 of 80. 3 of 80 complete here tonight. Look at Stringfellow, though, staying right there with Garrison. Not letting him get away. Doing exactly what he needs to do. Keep the pressure on the Garrison. Force him to maybe make a mistake here. You know, we've kind of not seen him not in the points lead all year. And I think that these guys want to try to keep. But can they? That's your question. My question we're gonna find out tonight is can they keep this 8-car down here tonight? Because keep in mind, we head off to Martinsville Raceway next week, and we know how unpredictable that race will be. So right now, it's just all about keeping Garrison a bit of a down state, but Derek Garrison leads. Will jump back. Justin Day back here runs inside the top 5. Eric Garrison at 6th. Eric Garrison, of course, leading the point standings coming in after Daytona. Right now, he's going to have Alexander Hendry, Brandon Thomas, and Alexander Hendry running back here in 9th and 10th. And Brandon Thomas up 3 spots from where he started here tonight, so he's slowly moving forward. Great little battle here for position. The battle on your screen right now as they run. You got to think to yourself, you know, you can't be surprised, right? See here, we show the battle box on this little battle. The battle for 7th between Dakota Camper, Thomas, and Mr. Hendry, or otherwise known as Bob the Builder back here. The battle for 8th. You see DeSantos behind Bob here and closing in pretty rapidly. Nice little battle right here as they run so far tonight. So right now, everybody doing a wonderful job, just kind of hanging on here in this one here tonight, and everybody doing what they can here at Indianapolis right now in that battle for 8th right now. Kind of, I want to say, is dialed out here. 6 laps in here, no cautions so far, and we continue to run. Garrison up front of Stringfellow back at the front of the pack. Those two trying to draft away from everybody else involved here. 6 laps complete, and it's Garrison up front, Stringfellow to 2nd, Schooler to 3rd. Gap to Schooler is going to be about 7/10 of a second between these front 3. So that is your gap right now as they work their way down the front straightaway. Stringfellow to the bottom with Garrison. Now everybody will swing back to the outside of the racetrack once again, and it's Derek M. Garrison leads the way. Justin Day, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin back here. Eric Garrison falling back through the pack. He's back to Brandon Thomas up 4 spots, up to 7th early on, and everybody's still continuing to run. And again, Garrison out front, trying to hang on. That gap back to Schooler in 3rd. It came down. It's going to be 9.2 at the line this by. This 9.2 is the gap. It is Schooler there in the 31 trying to roll the front 2 in. The question is going to be, can he roll them in? As you're on board with an AT&T machine of Schooler, trying to his best to run that top 3 down. Everybody will dive to the bottom up front. So a lot of blocking at the front of the pack right now between Stringfellow and Garrison. Both cars kind of hanging on right now. And let's look on our timing board up in your screen, the last lap time for each of these drivers. And you can just see 59.95, 59.4, and then off the 51 second bracket for the rest of the field. So 50.9, and then everybody else down in the 51 area. Big move for the race lead right now as we ride on board with Stringfellow. He'll jump to the bottom. Good move. He'll look at the spot out of turn number 4. It's going to be Bill Stringfellow. Garrison to his top side. Now they're going to be stalled out here side by side and at the stripe. We're going to see what it's going to do here lap time wise as they come across the stripe this time. And at the stripe, dead even for the race lead. 51.8, 51.5 for P2. So you see, every time they get side by side right there, that gap is going to begin to close. And Bill Stringfellow back to the race lead, getting it away from Derek M. Garrison. Not letting him get away. that battle at that AT&T machine of Schooler kind of close in. They continue to battle for the race lead. This is going to open up the gap for Schooler to close in as we come to 10 complete this time by. So with 10 complete this time by, up front they get back in the line. Everybody else falls back just a little bit. First 10 laps of 80 complete here in Indianapolis. Garrison, Schooler, and Benjamin, your top 4. And one of your biggest gains throughout the race, at least from the and caution on the racetrack. So we got a yellow out, yellow on the racetrack at lap number 10, and we'll see what occurred through this caution. Yellow flag, and we'll see if we can find it. Not sure. Alexander Hendra possibly involved. So here is Alexander Hendra. Got a little loose there. He saved it, and then oof, the 54 coming along, just collecting him up. And both those cars will have to hit pit road, and more trouble as the 14 gets collected. And you see it's the 54 here as well. Kind of got caught up on board. You see the impact there. Wow. And then just multiple cars. Another car going to come along. That's the 14 that kind of got involved as well. Let's check his angle of all this craziness. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie Lee Dunning, just nothing he could do. Aiming along and just got whack. So there we go. A couple of incidents here off of turn number 4 that brought this first caution out. Back here live, you can see everybody pretty much on pit road at the moment with a yellow flag out here, and you see everybody coming off. Let's take a look at your stint. Get the idea of what we got going on, whatnot. And there you have it. So you see it, the top 8 drivers, well, they're going to stay out. It's kind of no surprise there that would happen. Top 8 stay out here tonight. And you see it right there. Everybody kind of figuring it out. And now to pit road they come. Dang on it, Facebook. Really, Facebook? There we go. Everybody to pit road here, and we'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, folks, we'll get right back at it. As you see everybody coming off of pit road, and we're going to take a look at it. Green slate electing to stay out. It's going to be 16 on back. Is it all updates here with the pit strategy and whatnot. And we'll look at your stint links here on this stop here and the first caution of the night here. One more look at it. You can see the top 15 there electing to stay out. First car with tires on it's going to be Dunning, Hendra, also with tires. So there you go. You got a little bit of strategy going on. Green plate out in front. Now John Greenslate coming off the pit road, so it's all going to cycle through. We'll give it just a moment as pit strategy kind of works its way through here. Lap number 12 on the board of 80 here tonight at Indianapolis. Everybody's stopping for the first time here, and again, it's been an interesting race already. We've seen the 8 of Garrison along with Stringfellow battling up front. They're going to kind of get it separated. Car to pit road, you see it right there, is going to be the 12, and let's take a look at pit road strategy and the pit road time. pit stop or pit time that they had, and you see right there some of the guys there coming down. Garrison there, 14.9, 15.0 for Schooler. If we take a look at the pit lane time as well, there's some of the change there that we've had. Garrison up one spot, Schooler up a spot, Benjamin up a spot. Stringfellow loses 3 spots, but he was about 2.5 seconds slower on the pit road than everyone else, and that is going to kind of equate to that. So 12 off of pit road. Garrison leads this thing as we get ready to go back to green here at lap number 14, wrapping up what would be the first caution of the night for Extreme Sim TV's coverage of the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. As we get ready to rock and roll once again, everybody's 13 of 80 complete here tonight on Extreme Sim TV coverage of the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. It's going to be Garrison, Schooler, Benjamin, and Stringfellow, your top 4. Thomas 5th, and then in 6th it's going to be Day, Justin Day to be exact. In the 39, the 3 of Brandon Thomas right there as well as we come to green. The 13 of 80 complete here tonight. The 13 of 80 complete here. Field down the front straightaway. Once again, it's going to be Day, Garrison, all up front. Here we go. 14 on the board this time by everyone to green here at Indianapolis. Alright, the field working their way through back under green once again. Garrison leads. Benjamin and Mr. Thomas side by side. That's going to be middle of the pack there. That is 4th and 5th positions respectively here. 15 on the board, and here comes Stringfellow through. Stringfellow trying to ram his way through. We got a car to pit road here. Green slate on pit road. You see it right there, John. Green slate coming down for fuel and tires. And man, not the way he wanted it to be here. He's on pit road. He'll make that stop. So he'll most likely go a lap down as Garrison leads. Stringfellow to 2nd. Schooler to 3rd. 4th is Benjamin. Thomas 5th. He's going to be alongside with the engine number 9 machine of Eric Garrison, who is also trying to work his way forward. Eric Garrison, of course, coming in with the playoff lead right now in that number 9, trying to make it up here. Trying to hang on to the points lead here in the advantage that he's got coming into this round at Indianapolis. Of course, that round come in with the lead off of Daytona International Speedway and the craziness that was last week. Now on to this one, which is a really, really tricky racetrack here as we work the first 20 laps of this. Folks, we're already 20 complete here in Indy, but it's been Garrison all the way with Stringfellow right there behind him. And Green Slate still on pit road 1 lap down. Hendry 1 lap down. Dunning 1 lap down. Hendry not having the best round here in Indy. That he's in trouble, to be honest. 1 lap down in Indianapolis. Probably not going to see a bunch of cautions tonight. Might be a little hard to get that back. You see Hendry back there, the only chase driver 1 lap down here tonight. Hendry back here in that number 29 machine. Hendry back there in the back. Everybody else hanging on. 17 of 80 complete here tonight. 17 of 80 in the books. This is the way we run here from uh, Indianapolis, Indiana here. The field up front led by the 8 with the 83 right there behind him. Stringfellow there, Cooler in what would be third. Benjamin would be fourth. That's the way they run with 18 of 80 complete here tonight. And it's Derek M. Garrison continuing to lead Stringfellow along here. First run was roughly 10 laps. We're going to go back and take a look one more time. What would be the pit strategy? All that good. And let's take a look. So, take a look. Everybody in the field for the most part. 11 laps on the first stint. We're 6 laps into stint number 2. And a couple of cars, green slate back there, has hit pit road 3 separate times. But up front, everybody on their second stint of the night. 11 and 6 on this stint. So as we work lap number 18 on the board this time by, again we had some cautions there. We went back green there at the lap 13 marker. We went back green lap 13. We're working lap 19 right now. Right here you see the 11 there as well back here. X also right there, Troy Rittner, Woodard, everybody hanging on. 920 on the board. You see the 5 machine looking for a spot here. That would be inside the top 10. A little run there for the 5. He is not a playoff driver, but yet again, great run, good job. Joshua there with Joe DeSantos. Great little battle there, 20 on the board this time by. Can't say enough about Derek M. Garrison. I mean, he's out front, he's leading here at Indy with Stringfellow in second, Schooler in third. We continue to run here tonight. 20 of 80 on the board here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 20 of 80 complete here tonight. Everybody keeps it lockstep. Right now with Garrison leading, that is Derek M. Garrison leads, along with Bill Stringfellow in second. This field up front, hanging on, 20 laps complete. Garrison's fellow Schooler. And what do you say we go crank it up here tonight for the first time? Coming to the end of lap 20 here at Indianapolis. Sorry about that, folks. Not sure how long that was. I don't know why it did that. It's going to continue. 21 of 80 complete. As we continue to run right here, 21 of 80 in the books. From Indy right now, the pit stop cycle is through. And we're going to go cranking up here tonight at Indianapolis. Alright, as we continue to run here, the Schooler in second, Bill Stringfellow in third, David Richard Benjamin in fourth, 23 of the 80 scheduled here tonight. You take a look at this and you go, okay, Stringfellow dropping back here, but he was able to keep up with Garrison up to the point that he lost that position there, or lost that time running. Now, since he has kind of gotten shuffled back, the problem is he can't seem to get back up to Garrison, and now it's costing him time here. He's going to have to hope for some good pit strategy near the end of this race, of this 80-lap race, 80-lap affair that we got going on to run back down Garrison. Right now the gap at 3.9, and we'll look last time by at some of the lap times we had seen on the board. Last time by 51.9, 51.9, and then Stringfellow at a 52.7, and you see just how coming through traffic is affecting Bill Stringfellow right now. Having a hard time here as we are just shy of 30 laps here, crossing lap 25 of this race here at Indianapolis tonight. So right now, Derek and Garrison out front. Bill Stringfellow checking in with our points leader coming in tonight, running inside the top 5. Not a bad run for the 9, but he needs just a little bit better. Hendry still stuck back down there, 16th, 1 lap down. And this could be actually a really bad playoff running for him. As we continue to run right now, 25 of 80 on the board. Derek M. Garrison out in front right now, 25 of 80 complete. Chris Schooler in second. Bill Stringfellow in third. Hello, Benjamin right there as well. Garrison right there inside the top 5. Along with Dakota Camper. Great run for Dakota. So Dakota Camper in the 17 right now. Top 6. Brandon Thomas runs in 7th. Justin Day and Steve right there in 9th. Joe DeSantos in 10th. Joe right there in Joshua. Corey Rittner. Look there at Paul and Mr. Robert there as well. 26 of the 80 laps complete here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Derek M. Garrison leading the way with Schooler in second, Taylor Benjamin in third. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in P3 right now, along with Bill Stringfellow there as well. But Stringfellow hanging on in the 83, great run for him, in fourth at the moment. Take a look as they all work their way through Derek and Garrison out front. Came in the lead. Again, we should be nearing the end of this run on fuel and tires here pretty soon. As it's Derek and Garrison opened up the gap to 2.69. Taylor Butcher Benjamin there as well. Bill Stringfellow in fourth here tonight. Garrison inside. Go to Camper and Thomas right there as well. 28 of 80 complete day in 9th is the song. .28 of 80 complete right now. Closely closing in on halfway here tonight. Closing in on halfway here on Extreme Sim TV. 28, 29, now 30 on the board this time by. So we all fight through now 30 on the board. So as we fight through, up front is Garrison and Scholar leading the field here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Not much, Mr. Medlock. Not much at all. Got Indy for 80 laps here tonight. We work our way through. Garrison out front. You see Garrison leading up there. Derek M. Garrison continuing to lead. One of the guys that really has done a tremendous job here through the year to kind of put himself in this position. And at lap 30 here tonight, he heads into turn 3 and 4 with Schooler up there in second, Benjamin in third, Stringfellow in fourth, Garrison in fifth, Camper in sixth, right here at Indianapolis. And these guys are putting on a good run here tonight. Stint fuel run going to be running out here before long. We'll have to head to pit road as we're roughly halfway through this 80 lapper here tonight from Indianapolis. Again, at the beginning of this race, there was some great battling between Garrison and Schooler, or Garrison and Stringfellow. If we go back there and we'll take a look at some of that happened earlier on in this race, passing back and forth and everything that's going on. It right here back on lap 12 of this race. What was some of the big moments, that's when the pit stop occurred. First stop of the night kind of occurred, and that kind of changed everything back on lap 12 after that caution. And before that, these two were battling it out up front. Stringfellow and Garrison. Back on lap number 8, we had this battle that occurred earlier on in the night between the two, where Stringfellow was able to get around Garrison. But after that pit stop cycle that we just showed, well, it was Garrison who pulled away. And look at the battle that they had earlier on. They were side by side down the straightaway here into one, and it was where Bill Stringfellow was able to get around Garrison. Great little run there. But of course, as we come back live now after the pit stops, Garrison leads by 3.8 seconds over who was Mr. Stringfellow, now in fourth. And we take a look at the pit strategy, the pit stop time that we had on our last stop. And you can see clearly there where that occurred. Stringfellow, it was 17.6 seconds on pit road to Garrison's 14.9. That's what moved it around. Kind of put us in the situation we're in now with 33 laps on the stint. You take a look at this second lap, they went 21 in this second lap that we are currently running here. So when this comes to a close here in just a little while for this stint, well, we're going to be the run to the end. And as long as Garrison doesn't make any major mistakes on pit road, and kind of just keeps this thing the way he's got it now, he's in great shape. You see Benjamin third, Eric Garrison in fourth. Now Eric came in with your points lead right now, 9 seconds over off of Derek. Those two, you know, and Eric's really came alive at the end of this season compared to Derek. Derek's been good all year, but we really have seen Eric kind of come alive and prove himself in this number 9 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet at the end of the year. And so good run for him. Dakota Camper set 6. Of course, Dakota right there in that 17. Dakota Camper in that Unchained machine right now in the playoffs, run 6 right now. And we got a car to pit road, the 14th place machine to Brandon Thomas on the pit road right now. So the first car off on the pit road going to be Brandon Thomas here at lap 34. And we're still watching the pit timer for Thomas on pit road. And it's going to be a long stop. Let's see as they drop him off the jack. So Thomas on pit road, you see it right there. He'll go a lap down, not the night he wants. So we'll see how it cycles around for Thomas. And you see up front there, M. Garrison, and here in a couple of laps, we'll monitor the lap times to figure out how much Thomas is gaining on Garrison per lap with those fresher tires. Garrison leads off of turn 4. Look at some of the lap times of the last little bit. We're down in the 52.6 bracket throughout the field. Fifth on back down into the 53s. Let's see how much time. Of course, best time of the night. Thomas ran a 56. That was his best lap time overall of the evening. But right now, everybody's angling. And nobody else on the road. You see Brandon Thomas back up to speed. Here's going to be the telltale here as he crosses the front. Thomas trying to get up to speed here and put some distance on the guys. As we look at the number 3 who has been on pit road already tonight. That ButtKicker number 3 machine. This strategy worked before where you kind of short pit the thing. You come down, take tires until you take a look at the stint as well. We're going to look at see the stint length there as we run 25 laps right now on the stint. Thomas put 22 on his second of the night. So 22 is what he put. See just how this works out. Still looking at lap times here as Thomas crosses the right. Thomas across. Let's see, 51.4 or 51.2. So he was about 1.2 seconds faster than your race leader that time by. Of course, your race leader right now is going to be Derek M. Garrison up in continuing to lead with Chris Schooler there in that AT&T number 31 sitting in second right now. So Thomas right now roughly 1.2 seconds a lap faster. Man, what a night it is turning out to be here pit strategy wise as we're close to halfway in this one tonight. And so some good racing here. 38 laps complete. Garrison leads this thing in that number 8 right now. Derek M. Garrison out front and maintains the race lead here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Chris Schooler in second. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in third. Stringfellow in fourth. So as we wait for cars to hit pit road here at Indianapolis, we're 38 of the 80 laps complete here tonight. Everybody kind of spread out around the racetrack right now. And you can see that Thomas still working on those fresher tires. You see the 19. He'll catch the 33 here. This should be a pass in just a moment. And the 19 to the bottom. He'll pick up a spot. So nope, he'll jump back in line. So we get down here. We look at where we're at in this race. There we go. Nice little move right there. 19 makes the move. Move him in tonight. Justin Day in 8th. Of course, Bittner did a great job. He moves to P9, but he also, just a lap ago, made a move on the 6th for position. That was a pass for 9th a lap ago here. Great job by the 19 moving forward through the field at this point of the race. Oh, we got one car out of shape there as we come back alive. Who was that? That was Justin Day getting her sideways here as we're 40 laps complete, halfway this time by. For race leader Garrison and Schooler in second. halfway through the scheduled solo. Garrison, Dakota Camper, all up here in the mix. 40th 80 complete. Kind of waiting to see how this point last lap times again. And Brandon Thomas still picking up time on Garrison. Garrison kind of running longer here in that number 8 machine. See how much time he actually loses. This should be interesting to how this plays out. 41 of 80 complete here tonight. Man, these guys putting on a show here tonight. As Garrison leads this one. No real passes or anything over the last few minutes. But he kind of spread out. There's the 17 Unchained machine. Dakota Camper. Still in 6th. Eric Garrison there as well. These guys are rocking and rolling here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, putting 42 laps in the books here tonight of this 80 lap event. So there we go, 43 on the board this time by. And now we got another car on pit road. 18th position of Wendell Brooks hitting pit road here for his stop lap. 42 on the board. So Wendell coming down, Garrison stays out, Schooler stays out in his AT&T machine. Gap right now 7.6 seconds. $14.44 on the board. Man, oh man, Garrison doing a great job in that cat mining machine, pulling away. Again, we head off to Martinsville Speedway next week. Here from Indianapolis, we move on to Martinsville. The school are really putting up a run here in Indy. Kind of recertify his dominance over this series. Here right now, 43 complete. There's one car still on pit road, nobody else diving down as of yet. When will they come? That's going to be the question of this race. As we continue to run here, 44 of 80 complete. Man, this has been a crazy night so far as we continue to run right now. So 44 on the board. This is Chase race number 2 for this series. And meanwhile, Taylor Butcher Benjamin kind of closing in a bit on Chris Schooler. Take a look at last time by. Benjamin a bit faster than Schooler. So Schooler giving up the ghost a little bit. No longer in this run we go. And again, still nobody really heading to pit road as of yet. As we come to 45 on the board this time by. And that gap's starting to close there for a second between Schooler and Benjamin. Springfellow way off there, 12 seconds back. Again, after this, we're going to head over to Martinsville Speedway next week. Then off to Kansas, then off to the Roval. And now we've got everybody coming to pit road. And here we go. We got Garrison in the 8 machine, pit road. Eric Garrison coming down. You see Eric in the number 9 coming down. Justin Day down on pit road as well. A couple of more hitting pit road here at lap 45. And now some cars electing to come down for fresh tires and fuel. So points leader Garrison on pit road. Of course, Eric's still out there on the racetrack here as he put 46 on the board this time by. And Garrison gonna get off of pit road. 14.6 on the pit stop for Garrison. We'll take a look at Day's stop. We got another one on pit road. Gonna be Stringfellow and Dakota Camper coming down. You see Camper right there in the 17 as well coming down. 46 on the board this time by. So in the midst of round of stops again here. We're 8 seconds off of Derek M. Garrison right now. No cautions since that first yellow of the evening, which was way back there at this point. As we continue to run. It's been a while since we had our first yellow of the night. It was around lap number 9 or 10. Actually, the yellow come out lap number 9. That's been almost 40 laps ago. As the field continues to run, more cars on pit road now. You see everybody kind of coming off of pit road here. As Garrison still leads. Schooler coming down this time by. So it's Chris Schooler, great job. In the AT&T number 31 Chevrolet on pit road as we speak. Garrison in front. Garrison leads. 48 of 80 complete. 48 on the board. Garrison leads, and now Garrison to pit road. Lap number 48 on the board. He'll come down. So Garrison now on pit road, and let's take a look as they all come to pit road now, and this will pretty much finish off the cycle of pit stops here at lap 48 for Derek M. Garrison. On pit road, 4 fresh tires and fuel, so race leader down. We'll take a look at what we end up with here. Good stop into the box, no big misses. Up onto the jack stands. Good job for him. Really smooth stop there so far. And he'll come back down and he'll get back out there. 15.1, pretty good stop for Garrison. He'll come off of pit road. Now let's take a look at your pit stop cycle strategy. You see it right there, 36, 35. As everybody kind of comes off pit road. Garrison there in third, of course, went 36 laps. 48 on the board. So as we get ready to send them back up there. And we take a look at where we're at. They would have to go 32 laps on this stint. So it's 32 to go. Garrison in a great position here to really hang on and get the win here, because we're not going to have to stop again. And as it starts to cycle through, DeSantos leads the way. And you can see DeSantos there in the 5. Now the 5 he has yet to stop. If anything, it's probably going to be in the next lap or so, as he's ran 37 laps on his stint. He's blinking in and out right now. Derek M. Garrison will cycle through. Chris Schooler will cycle through. You see Thomas right now already 15 laps complete, so he's going to have to make another stop on top of the one he's already made. And that's not going to be very good for him. So as we run right now, you see Schooler right there in the 31 machine. And it looks like Joe's still out there in that Chevy Goods.com number 5. Continuing to run. One is going to be 30 laps to go this time by. And we'll look for the 8 to hit the pit road sometime in the very near future. For the 5, excuse me, to head down. And I think he's going to come this time. That'll hand the lead back to the 8. Derek M. Garrison will take back over. It'll be Chris Schooler in second. Robert right now would be scored third as they run at the moment. So, I mean, you look at it and you say, okay, everybody's done a beautiful job here tonight, keeping it pretty much kosher. Some great kosher running here for Garrison. Kohler back 5.2 back. Stringfellow 6 seconds back. Garrison Bear 4th, 9 seconds back as they run right now. 51 of 80 complete here tonight from Indianapolis. Folks, we're going to take one more commercial break. We'll be back with you to the end in a moment. Alrighty, back here once again. We continue to run 24 laps to go here, and up front it is Garrison on top of Schooler here at the front of the pack here. Let's take a look at the last few laps. Last time by, though, you can see it was Garrison by about a tenth over Schooler. Stringfellow back there as well. So those guys up front running very comparable lap times. The problem is they're so spread apart at this point in the race. Really not much going on the racetrack right now as we run at the moment. They're back on lap number 56. We had a little bit of a pass there. It was Joe Dos Santos making the move on the 39. That was a pass for position. And they up Dos Santos up to P7. A great run there for him, moving forward throughout the pack. Garrison the leads right now. Schooler and Stringfellow behind him. Eric Garrison back here in the 9. Another good run here. 23 laps to go. And we're closing in on the end. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Cody Camper, Joe Dos Santos, and Justin Day right now inside the top 8 at the moment. Tony right there in 9th. Joshua there in 10th. So 22 to go here from Indianapolis here tonight. 22 laps to go here. We continue to run at the moment. Right there, everybody's fighting their way through at the moment. Up at the front of the pack here, Garrison leads the way here in Indianapolis with Mr. Schooler in second. 5.3 is the gap. But he pretty much spread out around the racetrack here. No real battles going on, with just 22 to go here from Indy, along with Paul there as well. And these guys putting on a show here tonight from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Again, we'll pack these cars up. We'll do it all again next week from Martinsville Speedway. Gonna be the next time we roll the haulers for the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. Again, we'll roll those haulers into Martinsville next Saturday night for a night of short track racing from Virginia. That should be a lot of fun here. And if you look at the front of the pack, man, with Garrison leading this strong, but man, I tell you what, I'm kind of impressed, because the other Garrison, the number 9 machine of Mr. Eric Garrison, not letting him get away. He's in 4th. When we leave here, it was a 2-point gap coming in. So if it stays the same, yes, Derek will take the points lead. But man, Eric's staying right there in tow. So we look 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go here tonight from Indianapolis. 6.23 seconds. Stringfellow right there behind Mr. Schooler. What's interesting about this bit of a battle here, that's a 2-second gap, and Stringfellow last time by and doing pretty well at the moment as they continue to run at them right now, trying to run him down. That's pretty nice to see. Those two machines going at it at the moment. Take a look at the delta here with these drivers. Garrison and Stringfellow. Garrison and Schooler. You can see at lap 61 it was 1.8. Stringfellow was able to kind of hold tight. Here at lap 56, it was 2.0. Back there at 61, it's 1.8. So he's definitely kind of chopped it down a bit from where it was. So he's done a good job kind of closing the gap over the last few laps. And if you take a look at the points with the race leader here, that gap's steadily growing between those two. You got Scholar right here in second, trying to hold off Stringfellow. You see that gap kind of inch by inch closing in here over the last few laps. 18 laps to go here, and that could very well be a battle for second. It's 1.9 now, 2.1. So we're kind of just around that same marker as we run right now. So everybody's hanging on. Gonna look here. Let's take a look at their sector times. Do that. And sector 1 of that lap, Scholar. Well, Stringfellow was a bit better through sector 1. Heading through sector 2, we'll see how it works out. With 18 laps to go, Stringfellow was a little bit faster in the first sector of that lap. And we'll take a look at sector 2 here, 17 laps to go, and a little bit off. So he gained some, lost some, and it was kind of a net loss there that lap. We'll try it again for one more lap in this battle for second. That is kind of appearing right now. And again, sector number 1 will kind of clock in here in a moment. What a night it has been here for these guys with just 17 to go. 26.5 there, and there Stringfellow lost a bit. It's kind of just stabling out back and forth as we continue to run here tonight. With 17 laps to go here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And these guys are doing a wonderful job keeping it clean. We've only had one incident here tonight. And there we go. So 16 to go from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And it's Derek M. Garrison up front dominating this race. Great run. And I tell you what, one guy that's going to be beating himself up was Alexander Hendry. And we'll go back and take a look at what happened. Hendry way back at the start of this event kind of sent this night downhill. Hendry back on lap number 9. And this was kind of his fate that turned this night over for him. Got the outside wall, got pile driven into it, and that just sent this night in a downward spiral for the 29 here. Has never recovered here. They're back here live with 14 laps to go. So this is not going to be a good playoff night for Alexander. As it's 14 laps to go here tonight. Everybody fighting their way through. Garrison leads Scholar to P2. And that gap second and third kind of stabilized out as well. Major Stalin, you can see Hendry in jeopardy of 2 down now. And this is not good for Hendry in the playoff format that we have. To have this bad of a run at a place like Indy, where you expected him to be a lot stronger. 14 to go, and there goes Garrison, putting him 2 laps down. Garrison working his way through traffic right now. And kind of not surprised at the way these cars are hanging on here. Through the end of this race, we're going to be 13 to go. This time by Garrison working his way through traffic. There's the 6 he go by. So that's Joshua, he's working his way by. Putting the 6 1 lap down. Woodard now the last car on the lead lap. In that number 33 machine with 13 to go. Back to the battle for second. It is Scholar. And we're going to take a look at the graph again because it's kind of the same. And you take a look here. Scholar and Stringfellow, well, that thing is kind of stabilized out over the last few laps. You see a gain of about a 1/10 there from Stringfellow, and then about 3 3/10 there on lap 67 last time by. So Stringfellow starting to string together some lap times, possibly to go gain on Schooler. You see him right there. And Stringfellow doing a great job right now. You see the gap, the times there from 3rd and 4th. Right now, though, Chris Schooler up there. You can see that gap right now kind of beginning to close. It was 3/10 of a second faster last time by. Let's check it this time. But we may have a battle for second by the time this is over. And I got to wonder if this is because of Schooler having to go through lap traffic. And again, 1.6. So he has gained roughly all totaled about 5/10 of a second in the last 3 laps. And he's definitely closing that gap down as we run right now. And so, good job. So good job there. We're hanging. Time delta going on right now. You take a look at it. That gap's starting to close back down. Pit road, one car on pit road here with 12 laps to go. Gonna kind of stabilize right now. Taking a look here at our battle box live here. So the battle for second, and you see the gap right now. It's 1.111 right now at the stripe with 11 to go. So definitely, he is gaining as Schooler's having to work through traffic. This battle coming alive for second. Kind of impressed with this right now from Bill Stringfellow. Of course, they're both 6 seconds back off of Garrison. Smoke down the back straightaway. We'll see if we stay green. Not sure what that was from. Looks like it's Alexander Hendry having an issue, and we'll go check on Hendry. Alexander's not going as planned at all. Schooler and Stringfellow, that gap still hanging in there, but you see the gap right there. Now a car in between them, a Paul. That means Schooler or Stringfellow's got to get around Paul and start charging back in on Schooler again. Stringfellow back here, and you see Stringfellow there in third. He's got to get up to Paul and get around him, maybe getting a little bit of aero push off that car in front of him. This does not help anything. Car on pit road here as we continue to run. Now Stringfellow fights through car on pit road, and we'll see what kind of time that has cost him. Yeah, it's cost him quite a bit. He's 1.3 back. At one point, he was 1.11 back. Now with 10 to go, he's got to remount and start trying to close back in on Chris Schooler. Chris Schooler just hoping that he has clean racetrack ahead for the next 9 laps in that AT&T Chevrolet Camaro. As this battle rages on for second, Garrison pulling away. You see the gap right now, 1.2 for your battle for P2 here tonight. More interesting, you look at Hendry, he's about 3 seconds ahead of Schooler. It's going to be a while, but he's going to get to him. How does he negotiate around him? And 8 laps to go. Hendry up in front of him, 3 seconds. Schooler, Stringfellow, 1.3 right now with 8 to go. So man, it's been a pretty smooth race here at Indianapolis with 8 to go in the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. So I have a feeling here in 8 laps, Garrison going to walk away with another win on the year here. About 8 laps from now. So we're still monitoring the battle for second. And it continues to be about 1.1 seconds between the two. No real other battles around the racetrack to speak of at the moment. That's going to be really it. Actually, it looks like Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin, Eric Garrison pretty close here in the battle for 4th as well. So a nice battle maybe brewing there for P4 on the night. Hanging on right now. Back forward here. We continue with 6 to go this time by. Eric M. Garrison out front just checked out, and you can see it. He's actually about 10 seconds off of Troy. Troy would be the next car to go lap down, but I don't think he's going to get there. Straight down by him, back to the battle for 2nd as well. Stringfellow, that's dropped off to about 1.3. The only obstacle here for Chris is the lap traffic of Alexander Hendron. It's going to be up in front of him here in the next lap. If he gets over the arrow push, maybe it'll give Stringfellow an opportunity to run back down to Schooler there, as well as they work through traffic. And 5 to go at Indy. And with 5 laps to go, the battle for 2nd. It's Schooler by 1.6. Coming up on the back bumper of Hendron. Now that's going to be... He's just got to work his way by, right? You can't... He made a little mistake out of turn 4 there. It's going to cost him quite a bit, down to 1.2. He's just got to get by Hendron and do it smartly. And he'll be able to hang on to that spot. Stay on pit road right there. Now you look at the gap. 1.2 and caution on the racetrack. With 5 laps to go, yellow flag is out. What in the world? Trying to find what the yellow flag was for. The yellow flag did fly. Not seeing what it was for. This isn't gonna be good. Caution flag out here. Figure out what for. Boat front straight away. And that was Day. What happened to Justin Day here? Oh no. Oh! And that is going to be what brings out the caution. Justin Day having a problem coming to pit road. Bringing out a late race caution here tonight. So 4 to go here. Yellow back out. Now, how many cars come down? Does everybody come down? We put a pit strategy here. They went 29, 30 laps on this stint. Your general consensus, pit road would have to happen here. And indeed, Garrison coming down, bringing the field in tow. Garrison cannot be happy about this. It's going to be a green, white, checkered finish here tonight in Indianapolis. Everybody down pit road. So it looks like everybody on pit road now. Okay. Taking a look at pit stop times here as they all get ready to hit pit road. Garrison is going to hit the box here. And again, with Garrison on pit road, Stringfellow on pit road, who is going to make it? Garrison, good stop. Stringfellow, good stop. Oh, Schooler was right there with Garrison on the exit. But luckily, Garrison able to hold him back there. Schooler was about a second faster on his pit stop that nearly got him that race lead. And so it's going to be a green-white checkered shootout here from Indianapolis, Indiana. A late race caution for a car clipping the exit of turn 4, coming down to the pit road, brought the second caution of the night out. Here we go. It'll be second caution, 3 laps to go. You know what that means? Green-white checkered time on Extreme Sim TV to end this playoff race at Indianapolis. This is going to be interesting. And the problem that Garrison's going to have, he's going to have everybody drafting off of him here. So as they draft here, and they'll kind of stay with him with 2 laps to go this time by. So, everybody sit back, get ready for what is going to be one heck of a finish here from Indianapolis, Indiana. The lights are off on the iRacing pace car. It's going to be Garrison Schooler, your front row, as everybody cycles back through their pit stop window here. Well, this is going to be a dash for the cash at the end of this one. As we got 2 to go from Indiana, end this one out. It'll be a green and white checkered shootout. Garrison Schooler, your front row. So this will be your front row here from Indianapolis, Indiana tonight. Two laps to go this time by. Going to be Garrison, Schooler, Stringfellow top 3. As the lights are back on the pace car, so we're going to extend this caution one more lap here tonight. We're not going to go back green just yet. We'll extend it once again. Want to make sure everyone's caught up, ready to go when we do turn them loose here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Is somebody going to get the win at the guard bricks here tonight? As again, it was pretty much settled with Garrison out front, getting this late race caution, in which we're going to show you what brought the yellow out one more time here. Let me back here behind the caution stand, as it was a late race caution, kind of slowed everything. Gave a day that brought the caution out. Well, possibly. Alright, we're back live. Let's try it one more time. So it was James Day here having an incident. This is what brought out this late race caution. This Day getting into the fence, and that brought the caution out. That set up this scenario for this green and white checkered here. 3 laps to go, second caution of the night. And a really clean 80 laps at Indy here for the NASCAR ButtKicker Cup Series. Oh man, we are about to shoot it out here in Indianapolis once again. And we will get ready and get it rolling once again. 3 to go. And oh man, this should be fun. The field entering turn 4. Here we go, coming to green this time by. Here we go. Green flag gonna fly. Pace car will come down pit road. What kind of gap can Garrison get here on the start? He has got to nail this restart here. Green flag. He's got Stringfellow who kept up with him earlier. Here we go. Green flag back out. We're underway. Great restart both lanes. Look at Stringfellow all over the back of Garrison here. 2 laps to go. Through turn 1 and 2, it looks like Garrison and Stringfellow both going to break away on the inside line. And Garrison, he's going to have to hang on. Here comes Stringfellow to the bottom. He pushes Garrison up to the top of the racetrack. Great move to the inside. Stringfellow now. Battle for the race lead halfway down the back straightaway. 4 cars under a blanket. Into turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Stringfellow to the race lead. Stringfellow off of turn 3 now. Garrison ducks in line. Here comes Dakota Camper. Mr. Dakota Camper, where did he come from? Now Garrison's got to get this thing gathered back up. Big run to the white flag this time by Garrett. Stringfellow opening the gap. 2.2 seconds as they enter turn 1. Man, oh man, oh man. Garrison trying to come up with a run. Stringfellow leads. Headed for the back straightaway. This is going to be interesting down the back. What does Garrison do? Headed halfway down the back straightaway now. Camper right there with him. Does Garrison make the move now? He does. Stringfellow goes to block. And contacted around, they both go. Stringfellow into the outside wall. Garrison up the racetrack. Garrison in trouble. And Schooler through. Benjamin to second. And out of turn number 4, Chris Schooler is going to come home to the checkered flag as they're wrecking behind them. And here we go, checkered flag in the air. Chris Schooler won this race. My, oh my. What a finish. Let's go back and take a look as all this happened behind them. Wow. Holy cow. The checkered flag is out. And what a battle. Let's take a look at that last lap one more time. As you can see it right here, Chris Schooler was in 3rd. Derek M. Garrison was right there in 2nd. And you're going to have to watch the move down the back straightaway here. My, oh my. As they came down the back, Stringfellow is going to go to throw a block here. And he's going to throw it too late. It's going to turn Stringfellow around. Watch this. Block. And nope. Turned him. And so the block was too late. Here goes Camper. Gets in the back bumper of Garrison. Both of those cars out of shape. Schooler comes through. Benjamin comes through. And then out of turn 4, this is the battle for what would be that 5th position. Camper through. Great jump battle here to the stripe, but it was Chris Schooler that took advantage of that finish. And wow, oh wowie. And take a look here at this massive incident, 4 to 5. He just gets so happy there into the outside wall. Car goes flying. Wow. What a way to end this race. It was Chris Schooler, Taylor Butcher, Benjamin coming home with the win. Wow. So a late race caution brings this thing to an end. Talk to Chris Schooler. Hey Chris Schooler, Matt up here in the Extreme at Sim TV booth. Hey Chris, you got a copy of it, buddy?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, late race restart, man, and you come through the carnage to get the win here at Indianapolis.
Man, that was a crazy restart.
Yeah, that was...
I had no idea who was going to win that.
That was absolutely insanity, buddy. All right, take me through it there. We were coming to 5 to go. Caution comes out. James Day gets in trouble out of 4, gets the inside wall. Caution flies for the second time tonight. When you come to pit road, did you think I've got a chance of winning this race?
You know, I knew I had a chance, but it was going to be all about that restart and where to position your car on that last lap. So thank God I did it in the right spot, at the right time.
Well, you definitely did, man. They got all bunched up, and you come through there out of turn 3 and 4. You come to the checkered flag. Great job, man. Chase race number 2. You're gonna go to victory lane, man. It's got to feel good here tonight.
It's been a while, man. I'm glad to be back in victory lane.
Well, congratulations to Chris Schooler on the win. Anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank ButtKicker for coming on this season and AT&T for the beautiful fiber internet I have.
Well, great job, man. Congratulations on the win here.
Appreciate it, Matt.
And for buddy. Alright, let's get Taylor Butcher Benjamin down here. Hey, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, out of the chaos and the smoke, you're going to come home second tonight.
Yeah, that was quite a last lap. Was a little bit skeptical when the caution came out with a few laps to go, because I was riding in fourth in a good position, and I knew it was going to get crazy because, you know, last couple of laps with these cup cars and these big speedways, they're just, you know, 5 cars on top of each other. That's what's going to happen. But I was just amazed I was able to miss all that and squeeze through that opening when after Bill spun and after Derek and Dakota got kind of crossed up, and came away with a second place and good rebound after last week after a pit stop issue at the end of the Daytona race. But I'll definitely take second.
Well, congratulations, P2 here tonight, Butcher, and again, congratulations on the momentum that it'll carry into Martinsville next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Martinsville. Just got a shout out to my Twitch chat. They've been sticking with me and giving me pointers on what to do, and you for doing the broadcast, and that's cool for Chris as well, because he's had a kind of a tough season and blew his motor last week, so good to see him rebound.
Well, man, great job coming home. P2 here tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll see you next week in Martinsville.
See you in Virginia, my man.
Yep.
All right, let's get Dakota Camper down here. Kind of played an interesting part in all of that. Coming to the checkered flag. What was a crazy? Doesn't look like Dakota's available. Oh. But we can talk to Mr. down here. Hey, Mr. Garrison, Matt in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alright, man, you had this race in hand, and the yellow flag flies with 5 to go there for a car getting into trouble out of turn 4. You restarted in the race leads. Bill got around you. You go to make the move down the back straightaway. Bill threw a block, and it went all to Hades from there.
Yeah, that's just hard racing and chase, man. Yeah, we had a good car. Just wish it would have went differently. But we'll come back next week and hopefully try to win it. So, it ain't over. We still got some time.
Well, luckily, you was able to gather the car up and come home 5th, right behind Eric. And if I'm doing my math right, I believe Eric will hold on to the points lead.
Yeah, he might do so. We'll see about it.
Oh man, great run. You led the majority of the race. Just unfortunate events there at the very end.
Yeah, man, just good hard racing and chasing. Nobody gets an inch. So, it is what it is.
And 4, man, well, best of luck when we go to Martinsville next week, my friend.
10-4.
Alright, there is Eric Garrison. As well as we're wrapping up tonight here from what is one of the crazier races at Indianapolis. Take a moment to talk to Dakota Camper. Dakota, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Alrighty, man. It was a major part in the craziness there at the end, but you come home 3rd here tonight.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have my teammate win that one. He was certainly fast.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, that was just a crazy last lap, bud.
Well, I just want to give all the props to Bill because he was up there. He was fast, and he should have won this race. And I mean, I'll thank Unchained for sponsoring the car. I do appreciate that. They do a lot of great work around our region. And but I'll take third. But unfortunate for Bill.
10-4, man. Well, good run. Coming home 3-3 here tonight.
All right, thank you.
All righty, there we go. Go to Camper coming home P3. Well, folks, we're going to get out of here from Indianapolis. Crazy end of this race. We'll see you next week.